Prevention education is under the belief that everyone deserves to live a healthy and safe life free of sexual violence, and we want to create a world where that's possible. We have several middle and high school programs that we offer as well, and some of that are single session, because we know it can be hard for schools for us to get in multiple times. One of which is dating and communication, which is kind of our consent and sexual violence kind of 101 that we give to students. And so we come in and talk about consent, we talk about healthy boundaries again, we also talk about some of the basics of sexual violence and what students can do to support their friends and how to take care of each other, as well as how to intervene if they're seeing violence happening in their schools or in their friend groups.
So the Shifting Boundaries curriculum is a multi-session curriculum. So if we're given the opportunity to be in a school for multiple sessions, it's a great one that builds on itself. So in that curriculum, we talk about consent and we talk about sexual harassment, but one of the really neat activities we get to do is give the students a blueprint of their school or of the facility that they're in, and they color red where they maybe feel unsafe or they've experienced sexual harassment or bullying. Yellow is maybe where they've started to feel a little bit nervous, and then green is where they feel safe. And so what we can learn from that map is what's happening in those green areas that makes folks feel supported and safe, and what's happening in those red zones. And it's not necessarily a huge change that needs to happen. It could just be having another hall monitor where that location is, or being able to listen to kids and hear what's happening in those areas. So that is one of the really neat pieces of Shifting Boundaries, is we get to hear the input from the students and be able to report it back to the school. And then on top of that, again, we talk about just sexual harassment and then just building those healthy relationships in all relationships with folks.
Another curricula that we offer is Own Who You Are, and that's our teen technology safety curricula, and that is something that's a huge concern for parents and for teachers who are getting to see this whole new world of where young people have so much access to technology. And so our teen tech safety curricula helps young people learn about some of the safety measures that they need to protect themselves. We know that all schools are different, have their own unique environments, and we are willing to customize our trainings to be able to create the right fit for that institution. We also are out in our local colleges as well, and a curricula that we offer for our local colleges is called Code Red, and it's called Code Red because the red zone is when the first few months of colleges is when folks are most vulnerable to experiencing sexual violence. So we have this curricula that we go in to talk about drug-facilitated sexual assault, which is very prevalent, unfortunately, in colleges, and about bystander intervention. So ways that folks in the community can be able to create a safer space in their college campuses. We also have other adult programs as well. One of the adult programs that we offer both in colleges as well as with providers is how to support LGBTQIA+ survivors. Because we know folks who are queer and trans are experiencing higher rates of sexual violence, and we want to be able to support other providers as well as other community members to be able to support the LGBTQ survivors in their community.
Another really exciting program that we have is our bar outreach project. And so with that project, we are going into local bars. We come in and we work through some scenarios that may happen within their establishment. We talk about kind of the culture of their staff and how they support each other, and we teach them also about bystander intervention. And with that, we're able to provide them just with some tools, because most folks can recognize when a situation may be unsafe, but not everybody knows what to do. If you're interested in learning more about what we're able to offer, you can check out our website, and so there is a contact form on there. We also encourage you to give us a call if you have any further questions about what we're able to offer, and we'd love to be able to schedule a training.